very, very soon. Very soon. Hi, everybody. What is up?
Hello.
Blind Wave podcast time.
Yes.
Now.
We're live at twitch.tv/blindwave every Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Except last Thursday.
It's true. Because we were on vacation.
Vacation.
Aaron
Indeed.
just got back.
Yep.
Your arms tired from flying in?
No, yeah. Vacation was fun. We didn't have to fly anywhere. Because I didn't want to fly anywhere. So we drove. It was like a 9-hour drive, 8-hour drive, something like that. But no, we went to Carolina Beach. Is where we had gone.
Yep.
Yes, you were tanned.
So,
Calvin, put your arm next to his.
where?
You can see.
Here?
Difference.
Oh, am I supposed to do this side?
I mean, you can if you want.
That side's not as different.
It's not as good.
That
Here,
side is not as
I
tan.
was trying to make mine whiter.
But yeah,
You can see it through the hair.
I'm tan.
How'd you get
Up here.
tan?
That's how you do it. There you go.
Wow.
Fluorescent.
Fluorescent. Glowy.
Look at all the hair.
But no, yeah, it was fun to, I've never actually been in the ocean. I've only been, like, to the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it.
You've seen an ocean.
Yeah, I've seen water that I know goes a long distance, you know?
Uh-huh.
But I've never been in it. Like, it's a lot saltier
You've
than
never
I thought
tasted
it would be.
the ocean before.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this, like, whenever they say, like, the salty sea kind of thing, I'm like, how salty? And, like, it's pretty salty.
It's pretty
No,
salty, yeah.
It's not like pasta water salty.
No, it's pretty salty.
It's pretty salty.
So, yeah, no, so, like, that was different. We built a sandcastle. I put on my Instagram that I did, like, slow-mos of it slowly being destroyed by the tide getting higher.
That does happen.
Oh, cool.
It was, like, coming up and just like, that was our timer. We're like, all right, when the sandcastle's gone, we're going to go.
Yeah.
And then it started, like, really being destroyed, and Kanan didn't realize what was going on. So, they had, like, I guess it was just Kanan that was doing it, but he had, like, no. So he's, like, taking sand, just piling on top of what was left of the sandcastle and stuff, and, like, using his body, digging holes in front of it, trying to protect it as much as he could.
Futile.
Like, more time.
You learned a lesson in
I'm
futility.
like, Kanan, are you having fun right now? Or are you just letting everyone else have fun while you try to defend what's left of this sand hump, you know? So, that was fun. We, I don't know, we did a couple other things. A lot of it was, we stayed at we had, like, a little, like, beach house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't too far from the beach. I played Dunk on Country with the kids for a little bit. We watched the new Raya movie, some stuff like that.
Gotcha.
It was like a little arcade that we went to at one point, just so that we could go see the boardwalk. But a lot of it was closed because there were like 3 hurricanes or bad storms out in the water, all
Systems,
coming.
I think they call them.
Yeah, like depressions and whatever
Yeah.
else, all coming. And I think they were worried. It rained a little bit, but didn't rain as much as they said it was going to rain. So we actually got to spend a good bit of time on the beach and
good.
stuff, which was nice. And we also hit up there was an aquarium, and we also did like a trampoline park, or I don't know what you call them. It was a place they had like a bunch of trampolines. You can jump from one to
there
the other
slam
and
ball?
stuff. There was like 3 hoops, whether you could do like a 360 slam dunk thing. And I went up and jumped off one and was doing like a behind the back, like, oh!
Dunking on your kids.
Yeah, so like that was kind of fun. They had a dodgeball section, a Ninja Warrior section and stuff. So we spent I think we ended up spending like 2 hours there. We went at like dinner time. We were all hungry. We went there instead. There was like nobody around. So like we just had like rain of the place. And then when we were leaving to go have a later dinner, everyone else was starting to come in.
Yeah, you probably don't want to go there after dinner.
So we timed in there
Yeah.
that's what we said too. It's like, probably don't want to eat and then go do this.
Yeah.
And it was tiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Worked
haven't-
up an appetite.
Well, yeah, but it's just like jumping on trampolines. I remember doing it as a kid, and it's fun and stuff. And then this, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm too old,
Too old.
or I'm just like, I don't know. I haven't done it for a while,
You're
but
older.
yeah.
You're probably a little heavier. Your leg
So-
muscles are not accustomed to jumping so quite so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of jumping. It was fun though. It was neat.
Yeah, your exercise routine is like prepared you for heavy weights, but for shortest amount of time.
Well, yeah, my endurance hasn't been great in a while. So
Yeah, mine either.
I've been wanting to get like a better endurance in general. So maybe at some point I can go back to a trampoline place and not be like, all right, I'm gonna take a break.
We should swap exercises for a month.
For a month?
Yeah.
Was it? I don't know. Like, does it seem like it gets a lot of business there?
Like the area in general, or
The trampoline place.
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, they had like birthday party stuff. They had like a monthly membership thing you could do, where like you just pay so much a month and you can just go in when you want to.
How like
the way they had it for like individuals, like you go in and you would pay for like an hour or 90 minutes or 2 hours or whatever it is, and then it seemed like what they did is they gave out different colored bands based on like the hour. So like we had like a silver band. But like someone else might have had like a red band, and then they would just announce like, if you have a red band, your time of play is now over. And then it's like, if you have a silver band, so they would like rotate like the 5-6 colors of bands they had to be able to signify like.
You just sign like a release.
There was a waiver. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think like, man, we can just make a blind wave trampoline park and make some money.
Good. Yeah. There's a waiver you sign so that they're not, Yeah. But I think it's as long as too is like. They have people there monitoring. Yeah. Like there's this one person who's like on top of this like platform, and they called them like damn it.
Trapeze artists.
No.
They're lifeguard for trampolines, and then they do the whistle, and they jump in there and they're on flips trying to get to you.
It was like bounce patrol, but it wasn't the word bounce.
Yeah.
But it was something like that, or something monitor maybe. It was I don't know, whatever it was. But they had those there, and they would stand around. They had a rock wall. So
Trampoline troopers.
No, that wasn't it either.
But that would be good.
But there was like a rock wall, which is really cool. Kanan didn't do it, but the other three did. And like Leon got to the top and pushed the little buzzer. Ayla almost did. Like she loves climbing on all kinds of stuff. She's crazy. Yeah. But like I don't think Kanan was interested. And then Colson was like, "That's so hard."
Man, it'd be like we need to take a Nerf gun course and add a bunch of trampolines. Is what it seems like.
Be like that.
Wouldn't it be amazing? Like you're fucking doing Nerf guns and you just jump, flip around.
It would be
on top of their head.
It'd be fun, but what if you came down and
warfare.
hit the gun?
Sign a waiver.
Sign a waiver. Yeah, that's your fault. Don't do that.
Yeah, you already paid.
Bring your own equipment and sign a waiver.
Vince brought back the XFL. We could bring back slam ball.
Slam ball.
They did have a dodgeball, so they had like a. It was neat because they had 2 rows of like rectangular square trampoline sections on each side, and then the back of it they had slanted trampolines, so you could actually like jump off of them, or like jump on your back to bounce back off of them and stuff like that.
Onto another trampoline?
Well, you could, yeah. It depends on how you jumped. Like you could do that onto another one or whatever. But at the very center, there was one trampoline that was like maybe as wide as our desk, and then it went all the way along the whole thing, and that's where all the balls started. So you'd be like, go, and you go up there and get a ball, and you and then that's the line you don't cross, is that ball line, you know?
Right.
It's a miracle you didn't get injured. I feel like hearing about this place.
Sure. Which kid did get injured? Colson? Kanan? Yeah, it was Kanan. There was a beam thing, right, where you're fighting on a beam with 2 big like blow up bouncy. I don't know what they are, like
Q-tips.
Oh,
they weren't Q-tips. They were all one big blow up. You know,
it's like the thing that we had at WaveCon.
Yeah,
right?
but you were on a beam instead of like 2 platforms. Right?
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
And each side had like, these little blow up things. Well, Kanan fell backwards towards the entrance of it, and the bag wasn't there, and he hit his head on like the wall part of what was the enclosure and whatever. But then he was fine later on.
I can just imagine.
That was our fault. We signed a waiver.
Signed a waiver? Yeah. I'm just saying, making money.
I can just imagine little Ayla being like Yoda.
Yeah.
Jumping around.
Yeah.
No, but I think everyone had fun. They all seemed to like the beach. Colson maybe not so much. He seemed very nervous about it. Kanan eventually was like, every time waves are coming in, he's just going under the water, going under the waves.
Did you fight the ocean?
Fight it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
yeah. Every time the ocean comes,
take it out.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to work with Leon on
like you're shooting a kai blast back at the beach.
I was trying to work with
slams into it.
I tried to work with Leon on when the waves were coming in. At one point, we went and got like one of those boogie board things, and he was trying to ride those. I'm like, Leon, you gotta get ahead of it. I'm like, stand with it, and then when it comes in, like just like try to swim with it and get that feel of it bringing you into the beach. But he was starting like way too close and would just like hit the sand. And at some points, like the sand just had like our first day there was a bunch of like seashells and hard shit. So the entrance of the water was just all hard and terrible. Like this part sucks. But there was some better parts like later on with the tides being at different heights and stuff. But it was just like it was neat having the water like tidal wave in, and then like I would just jump with it and just be like whoosh and stuff like that. It was fun. So overall, I think everyone had a
Good.
good bit of fun
Good.
during it.
No, like travel mishaps.
Travel mishaps? No, not really. Our first day we stopped at Melanie's brother's, and we ended up getting like this pizza that was a 28-inch pizza. And I had pictures of that on my
Jeez.
Instagram too, and it was
28
huge.
inches.
It was huge. One piece
For
of pizza.
reference, a normal large pizza is 14 inches.
One piece of pizza was a 14-inch long slice of pizza. It was bigger than a plate. And they had a contest where if you bought it, you had to sign up for it, but you could buy this pizza, or not buy the pizza, you would just try to eat this pizza. They'd bring one out to you. And you had 28 minutes to eat the whole pizza and win $280. So I was like, wow, that sounds interesting. I wonder how much I can do. Well, let's see how much we eat. So between me, Melanie, the kids, her brother, and then his girlfriend, we ate 1 1/4
Dang.
pizzas.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Between all of you.
Between all of us. Like
Jeez.
that's someone eating half a pizza.
How much was
or-
a pizza?
I think for 2 pizzas I spent $72 or something like that.
Gotcha.
Like I was like, well, I mean, I
Are we
guess it makes
talking-
sense. I basically
lot of
bought
pizza, yeah.
fucking
Is
I
it
don't
like
know,
a normal,
8 pizzas or something.
That's true.
Is
Yeah.
it like a normal crust?
Yeah, like it wasn't like super thick, but it wasn't like a thin
It wasn't
either.
like a New York
yeah,
crust
no.
or anything.
So like it was reasonable with like how thick it was. I thought. That was our first one. The only mishap I can think of was related to when I was staying there. I was worried because in the morning when I woke up, I had slept on a futon. In the morning when I woke up, lots of times I end up having acid reflux and stuff like that. But I didn't feel good. Like my neck hurt. I kind of was getting a headache. I wasn't sure if it was because of like how I slept on a futon. It was like a new bed that I hadn't been on before, and it wasn't like a futon. It had like an actual mattress kind of thing on it, but it still would fold up into a couch too.
Sure.
But I think there was a mixture of sleeping on that, and then I was also kind of hungry. But anyway, like I just ended up like not feeling well. I just had a terrible headache.
You mean
and I felt
hungry like that feeling like I'm so hungry I feel sick?
Yeah, I kept feeling like I was gonna throw up, and at one point I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna stay away from everybody. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we were talking
And-
about this because I asked sometime during a reaction, I was like, when's the last time you threw up?
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't thrown up in like 15 years.
I was
And
like-
he goes like,
Last week.
last week. I'm like, Jesus.
And it was just a weird feeling and stuff. So I stayed away from everybody. And at one point, they all went on like a little walk or something. And I was like, okay, because I tried to take some medicine, and that it was shortly after that I threw up. I'm gonna make myself throw up, and I took like a peppermint gel,
Purge.
some Tylenol, and something else. I forget what it was. It was like 3 or 4 medicines I took total, and I kind of just laid down, and they came back. I'm like, I'm starting to feel better. And Melanie came back. She brought me a Monster, and I drank the Monster, and I felt so much better.
Your headache
And then
went
I
away,
was
didn't it?
talking to Melanie about it, and it's like
Draw.
on Friday morning when we worked and did Bad Batch, I had my Monster, but for the rest of Friday I didn't. Saturday morning I didn't, and I think it was a mixture of my headache,
Gotcha.
Withdrawal.
like my headache, hunger, and withdrawal from like caffeine. Because usually I have like maybe 2 Monsters or a Zoa or something like that, like 2 things a day and
Mhm.
something in the morning, and I just hadn't had anything but water.
Interesting.
So I think it was just a mixture of all that hitting me at the same time, and eventually the medicine helped, and then the Monster helped, and then the rest of the trip I was fine. The only
That's
other mishap
interesting.
we had was that, like, the sand gets everywhere, right? Like
I've heard.
I sat on the beach
It's
and I'm like,
rough,
oh,
and
it's gonna
coarse.
be. It's
Those
gonna
are the
be,
other things that I know about it.
It'd be fun to just sit on the beach, let the water come up, let the water go back down. Like, oh, this is cool. Then I stood up, and there's just sand in my trunks, in my pockets. Like, you know how you have
Other pockets.
there's like netting and stuff that you have.
Yeah.
Like it's inside the netting. I'm trying to like move it around, but there's people on the beach too. I don't want them just staring at me like, what the fuck? Look at that guy. He doesn't know who the beach is, idiot. You know,
Yeah,
like
he got sand in his crotch.
so. Eventually, you
Damn
got all that.
tourists.
Well, that's why, like, before you leave, you got to get back in the ocean real quick,
Yeah.
get all the sand off, and then there's usually like a shower or something.
Yeah. Well, I did do that. I didn't see any showers along the beach
Do you
either.
have any showers on the beach?
We went back. I remember when we were looking for
Gotcha.
places. One of them said like, here's a shower
Yeah.
for when you get back from the beach. But I don't think this one had that.
Gotcha.
So our first day, we just came back in, and then we all like took off our clothes by the washer and dryer that we had there, and everyone just got showers. Just go get a shower. And there was 2 showers. Like the kids went to the one shower, me and Melanie went to the other shower. We just kind of get all the sand off of us. But
So
then,
you can understand Anakin Skywalker a little
yeah,
bit more.
Sure, yeah.
Like it gets everywhere.
But then the the kitchen was where the washer and dryer was, and there was just sand all over the place.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, all right, well, where's the broom? And we found a mop. But we didn't find a broom.
No
And we were like, why is there no broom in this place? Like, it was just so weird that you figured there'd be a broom.
Or a sweeper.
There was no broom, no
Not a
sweeper. Most of it was hardwood floor.
Broke it.
But there was a Roomba. We never used the Roomba before.
Yeah.
So we turned it on, just had to start going places, just bouncing around. Like, well, we need it to get the sand, not the rest of the house.
You pick it up and direct it.
Well, we did, and we would set it there, and it would go there, and it would bounce around, and then it would end up in the bedroom, and then it would end up in the living room. Like, damn it! So we started building walls with like our luggage and stuff
To, like,
around
trap
the
it in the
kitchen
area
area
that needs
to
attention?
trap it, so it would stay just going around inside the kitchen
That's
area
funny.
Oh,
and
that's
get rid of
funny.
all the sand. And then eventually, like, we ordered a broom. Like, we did DoorDash, and we did like Instacart or different Walmart deliveries and stuff.
Sure.
And we had like one of our Walmart orders to get like yogurt and stuff. We also ordered a broom.
And a broom.
Yeah, and then we just left it there.
And a dustpan?
Like, you guys need a broom. Yeah, a broom and a dustpan.
Oh, you gave them a. Oh, you should have
Yeah,
asked
like
for
we're not taking it back in the van.
Yeah.
Like, just like put this in here. I might need it.
Like,
No,
wrap it to the
we
top.
Refund me
have brooms.
$5.
So, but yeah, it was just a broom. So it was all right. So that was most of the vacation stuff. Vacation wise was fun. Everything felt like it went pretty well.
Yeah.
You might have lost Ayla's night. It's like a Minnie Mouse like blanket thing. It has like a little Minnie Mouse head like in the center of the blanket. It's all pink.
Mm-hmm.
When we stopped at the hotel on the way back, we couldn't find it. We didn't know where it was. Then when we got home, we still haven't found it.
Oh, that sucks.
So
Hmm.
must have left it there somewhere, but I don't know how, because I felt like me and Melanie kept going over everything constantly, everywhere.
Yeah.
But so I don't know.
Maybe the Roomba took in revenge.
Maybe.
You trapped me.
But we got back, and then vacation was over immediately because we had someone who was feeding the cats,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think that they did any kitty litter stuff. And then the cats
For a week.
used the bathroom, and there was just cat poop all over the place. And I was like, this is why I didn't want cats. This is
Yeah.
why. I walked in, I could smell it immediately. It was awful. So we started just having to clean everything right off the bat as soon as we got home,
Yeah.
trying to get rid of all this shit. And it was
Literally.
it was Sunday that we were, all right, well, we're going to use the rug doctor thing we have, like a cleaner, like you put water in it or whatever, and it steam cleans
Steam
or doesn't
clean,
steam,
yeah.
whatever it does. And we started cleaning up the whole living room that we could, getting everything off the floor. Me and Melanie carried our couch outside onto our deck. And as soon as we did, it started to sprinkle. I'm like, what the fuck? And I looked up, I'm like, there's just one dark rain cloud right over top of us. And it's blue in every direction. And it just started to sprinkle, and then it stopped. I'm okay, good. And then we had some boxes from when Melanie's been getting stuff for the kids' school. They took it out and we put them on top of the couch. And the last one we got, we put out there. And this had been like probably 30, 40 minutes after getting the couch out there, of finally getting all this other stuff out there. And I was vacuuming and stuff. Then I heard Melanie go, oh no. I'm like, what? And I turned off the vacuum. I could hear like rain falling. And it just started to like pour.
Yep.
And I'm like, what?
Shit.
So me, Melanie, and the kids just all went out, started grabbing every box of all these books that we had just set out there on the couch, bring those all back in. And like, what do we do with the couch? And like, there was a segment of like, it was raining and it was like a pouring rain.
Yeah.
And we got all the boxes of books in, and I don't think they got too wet. And then we're like, I guess we bring the couch in too. And right then it just started pouring,
Like
just
torrential.
so much water at one. I'm like, Jesus! We're just trying to get it in.
God was trying to
And-
help you out. Clean it.
But we didn't even get the rug done. We didn't get to put the water in the vacuum cleaner thing. We didn't get to do any of that. So we ended up like spot cleaning since it started pouring outside. And it probably poured for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like something like, and then just stopped. I'm like, I had to do it just right then for that time period exactly.
Yeah.
Just fucking fuck everything up. So, yeah. Vacation was pretty fine. There wasn't really any issues, I don't think.
Imagine if you had a Roomba at your house. It would have had cat shit everywhere. You ever seen those videos?
I've seen those
like
horror,
luckily-
Roomba's
horror
run over like
videos.
dog shit, and it's just dog shit everywhere.
Luckily,
it's just like
we
a
were
very, very
Yeah.
nice pattern of dog shit smeared all over their tile.
from the Roomba.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were like, before we had left, we shut like our bedroom door, the kids' bedroom doors, the bathroom doors. We
Yeah.
walled off some sections. So all they had was like kitchen, living room. Those are the only places they really could go. So it wasn't too bad. Like our
Yeah. It
bedroom
wasn't as
was
bad as it
our
could have
bedroom
been.
was fine. The bedrooms were okay.
Yeah.
It was just the living room and kitchen. So Yeah, I guess that was most everything. I still have some stuff I'm gonna need to post.
How was your first like just regular vacation? And
Yeah, I
ever?
mean, the last one I did was when I had a family reunion like 2 years ago,
yeah,
and we kind of shoved like 3 days of going to DC in there with it, and then went down to the family reunion, which wasn't really what we planned. It was just like, here's what the family reunion planned, and we're
Yeah.
going there for
Yeah.
like 4 days or something.
Yeah, a family reunion hardly counts.
No.
Yeah. So like that's what we had. We did take one day during the family reunion, and we went and visited. I think we went and visited the Baba that time. I don't remember how long she's been here, but we went down there. I think we visited her and went to the Atlanta Aquarium, which made the aquarium down at Carolina Beach look terrible. Like that aquarium there, like they have one of those like things you stand on, and it just moves you, and it's just a big tunnel of water, and you can just see fish swimming above you and all over the place and stuff. And there, the kids were just kind of like, when do we go? And then went to this one, and Colson was like, I want to go back to the aquarium. It was really cool. I'm like, why didn't you enjoy the Atlanta Aquarium?
yeah.
So, it was really cool.
Hmm.
Overall, it was fun.
Time off started off great, ended shitty.
Yeah, I guess. I guess so. We at the arcade thing, they had one of those, you know how like they always have those games where you're like, all right, hit the button at just the right time. You'll get some kind of tickets.
Like
Or you'll
Stacker?
get the jackpot ticket
Yeah.
thing, and you win. And this one was called like Balloon Pop, which is obviously Melanie's favorite game they had there.
I'm sure it was.
But like you tap it and it would just blow up the balloon like shh, like not even that much. This that's too much. Didn't even do that much. Like it was crazy. But Colson had 3 tokens, and he had most games would take 2 or 4, but the balloon game would take 1. So I'm like, okay, we'll find something for 2 and do the balloon game once. So we did the balloon game once, and when he stopped it, he got insta-pop. And we stood there for like a minute and a half while it blew up this balloon to the point of popping. Like, it took so long. And I'm like, damn, no wonder people don't win this game.
yeah.
and then even still, it was only at like 55 tickets. Like, that's not that much. For getting this, who gets this? It's so hard. But it was really cool that he's like just won. Bam! Whoa! I got insta-pop, Dad, look! He was so excited. But yeah, I need to finish some stuff on my Instagram, like the trampoline park. Melanie was like filming. She did like slow-mo shots of different things too,
Gotcha.
while we were like jumping in the air and doing slam dunks and stuff like that too. So I haven't gotten those on my Instagram or anything yet, but at some point I need to post all those.
Nice.
We didn't go anywhere for vacation. We stayed home, but I just wanted to. I pretty much just did my yard. My yard just needed a lot of work, and it should have taken me about 2 whole days to do. And I had, 9 days I think total is what we had. But it took me 9 days because it rained like every day on vacation here. So I might have gotten a couple hours here, a couple hours there, run in. Like, all right, I guess I'm done. Start cleaning up, and then the rain would stop. Like, oh shit, and run back out and start working again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did was work outside. It was cathartic. I tried not to have my phone or anything playing. Yeah, it was good. That's pretty much all I did.
Did you record yourself? I remember you before you talking about like watching those videos where people just like cut a bunch of yard
Oh, they
or
do time lapses
clean
and
a bunch
stuff.
of shit, and
No,
you could
I
do that
didn't.
and watch yourself, and you'd be like, you
No,
know,
I don't
See, what
think
you
it
should have done is done that and then titled it like "Cleaning Stranger's Yard for Free"
Yeah.
and gotten like internet points
internet
for cleaning your own.
I
cleaning
should- I
your own
should have
yard.
done that. Now I'll remember that for next vacation.
Yeah.
No, I didn't record myself or anything. It was just the backyard. I had a lot of work done this year, and the backyard was kind of inaccessible, so it just hadn't been mowed. And it was, a hayfield pretty much, and I did it with a weed eater. And it just took a long time, and then once it was actually cut down, then it's just all on the ground, so I had to rake it up, and I went and bought this giant tarp at Lowe's, so I'm just raking onto this tarp and then pulling it off to the side. By the time I got done, it looked like I had like 4 round bales of hay in the back part of my yard. That's how
Wow.
much grass there
you
was.
sell that shit.
Really could. But
I just picture you having like a video of you doing that, and one you can watch it and get that cathartic feeling. But at the end of it, you can feel a sense of accomplishment because you're like, "That's me that did that."
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gives you 2 things in one.
and it's content.
Yeah. So your whole it was mainly yard work that you did on vacation then?
And just resting, kind of. We also just you know, we went over to Vienna. I mean, obviously nothing special, but you know, like it was nice
Drove
just
all the way there.
It was nice to. I mean, I still put up videos and stuff every day,
yeah.
but I kind of would wake up, put up videos, and go back to bed.
Yeah.
Like just that feeling of like you've been up for what, 20 minutes and you're still tired, and that feeling of getting back in bed and putting the cover back on. There's no greater feeling than that for me. I did it every day. I love that
I
feeling.
always feel super shitty
Really?
if I do that.
Oh
yeah.
no, it's so great. I would generally get up just to have that feeling.
You would rather get up
Yeah.
for 20 minutes and go back to sleep to have the feeling
Like-
of falling asleep
Yeah.
than to just stay asleep.
You
Yeah,
know,
pretty much would. Yeah.
the thing I hate the most is when you wake up and you don't feel tired,
Yeah.
but it's early enough that you're like, man, I should go back to sleep. Like
Sure.
it's 4 a.m. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
Like I don't need to be up until 7 or something. Like I better go to sleep. And you go to sleep, and then when you wake up, you're like, fucking, I'm so tired.
I hate
It's
that.
like, damn it, I should have stayed
Yeah.
awake at 4 and just stayed
No, I
awake.
get you.
I've had that happen.
But no, it was funny. At one point, Jancy was like, "We should do something today." I'm like, well, "What's up?" She's like, "My back hurts. I've just been relaxing too much." I'm like, "Yeah, I get that. Like you've been sleeping and relaxing too much that your back hurts." Like, "Oh, okay, gotta go do something." Unfortunately, she also cracked a tooth over vacation, like right at the end. Was chewing on a piece of popcorn, and there was an undone kernel, and it just cracked one of her teeth.
Really?
And it's one of my
Phobias.
phobia. Yeah, definitely. Like
One
I
of your
have
triggers, right?
nightmares about doing something like that. So as soon as she was just like, "Ooh," and she got up, looked in the mirror. I'm like, "What? What's wrong?" And she turned around. She's like, "I broke my tooth," and I was like, "Ugh," and just like went down my back. Like, no.
Instead of comfort, you
Yeah.
gave her more fear.
I couldn't help it. She wasn't freaking out or anything. And luckily, our dentist is literally like,
Around the corner.
10 seconds away. So we just went up there and they were like, "Well, we have an opening in 2 hours. You can come back." So they were able to take care of it pretty quick. But yeah, it was tough for me and for her.
Seems to be a
I'm kidding. Of
curse
course.
because part of my wisdom tooth came out yesterday.
Yeah, you said something about a tooth.
Yeah, I did my workout. I had my protein bar afterwards, and it kind of like sticks to my teeth. So like my tongue goes around and like tries to get it off,
Yeah.
and it got caught on something. I was like, "Well, that's really sharp. What the heck is that?" I kept feeling like, I don't think I can normally feel gum there. Yeah, it's just
Ugh.
half the tooth is gone. I must have swallowed it during the workout or
Yeah.
during the protein because I looked
Like,
around the gym everywhere
If it got
for it.
stuck in your protein bar and you swallowed it, could have been
Maybe.
a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't hurt or anything. I didn't feel anything. I still don't feel anything.
You're gonna feel it on the way out.
Ugh.
But I got a appointment tomorrow.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
not too much, right? Because doesn't stomach acid, like people with acid reflux often say stomach acid just starts destroying their teeth and their enamels and stuff. So it might help a little bit.
Sure,
It
but
might smooth it out or something.
maybe. But the human body, its stomach acid isn't really equipped to melt down enamel like other wild animals that eat animals whole are.
Sure.
Like
I
we
guess.
can't really digest hair and bone as well as say
Figured it
like a
would've
dog
been
could.
more
I s-
blood.
I often have dreams where just like not even just teeth, but just like random body parts falling off. I'm like, "Ah, shit!" You know, like, why did I do this? Like it's my fault. Like I just wasn't thinking about it, you know. But I also have these terrible dreams of my just being like, "Huh, what's going on here?" And my teeth just fall out. I'm like, and then like I try to put it back in, and knocks another one off. I'm like, "Ugh." And then
It's like
suddenly,
Jenga.
suddenly I somehow have like 100 teeth just
Yeah.
out of my ah!
Like pouring out of your mouth.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But my week was also getting caught up on housework. Mine
Yeah.
was inside though, so the rain didn't bother me quite so much.
No, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I over like the past few months to a year, we'd been like giving a lot of stuff to Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Then what was left was just like trash.
Just trash.
Stuff.
Yeah.
That just like no one's gonna want this. It just needs to go away. So I rented a dumpster. As Aaron knows, I love throwing things away. It's very like
Everything must go.
everything must go. It's my rule, and it's very cathartic for me. I get addicted to throwing things away.
I'm honestly right there with you. I kind of like just having too much shit and being like, I haven't used this in 4 months. Throw it away. That's my cutoff point. If I haven't used it in 4 months, I throw it away. I kind of feel good about that. It's cathartic.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
The thing I hate is
So-
finding like a power cable. Like, what the fuck does this go to? Should I throw it away? What if I need it? But if I need it, will I know I need this one? I hate that so much.
So put a good like the dumpster came on Tuesday, and I
Mhm.
worked from then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So like all day, every day. It's good. Still, I also started reading / listening to Dune while I was doing as well. It's a good like opportunity for that. And sad I slept on that book for so long because Dune is amazing.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It's so good.
I'm conflicted because I kind of want to go into the movie knowing nothing other than its severe impact it's had on Star Wars.
Sure.
So I'm like, well, okay, maybe if you read it before, you have the experience of having read the book and then watching the movie, I can read it after, you know, maybe. So
Sure. Well, and Calvin's, you've seen the old Dune stuff, right? Have you read Dune too, or?
I haven't read it, no.
So you would have like, I've watched Dune.
Mhm.
Rick would have, I've read Dune. I would have nothing.
Yeah.
I guess Eric would have nothing too.
no, nothing.
So
I think just worms.
yeah, like I'm definitely not gonna watch, or I definitely haven't read Dune.
Yeah.
And I doubt that I'm going to before it comes out.
I don't think you're
Like,
gonna
in a
accidentally do it. Yeah.
month or two or something. Yeah, it's like, oh damn,
Oh,
I
no,
fell over.
damn
I
it.
read it all.
Yeah.
The main reason I'm reading it is because my friend Don got the RPG for it. Like, well, I want to be familiar with the world and the universe
Gotcha.
and stuff so that I can play this RPG properly. Normally, I don't like fiction novels. Like, I like short stories, and I like nonfiction books,
Yeah.
but I usually don't like novels. It's really captivated me so far.
Good. You
Super
said you're
excited for it.
listening to it as well, like an
Yeah,
audiobook.
so
form?
I started reading, but while I was like moving stuff,
Yeah.
I would just have headphones in and listen to it. So
We did that in the car. Mel and I listened to the Ahsoka novel. We probably got, I don't know, 20 chapters out of 30 done.
I feel like, especially audiobooks, like time flies by on a car. Definitely.
Well, it's
That's why
tricky.
I listen to a lot of podcasts as opposed to music.
Yeah,
Like music, I can think about. You think about things in terms of like 3 or 4 minutes. You know.
sure, yeah.
Whereas a podcast or that, you could just
It just kind of keeps going.
just keeps
well, see,
going.
the thing too is like it's probably easier for you if you were like, I'm just gonna hop in a car and go.
Yeah.
Whereas like I had the kids in the back.
You have the kid. Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's like, okay, well, we do have a screen.
Yeah.
Like they could watch, or they're watching on their tablets, but like how loud are they, or what are they listening to?
Yeah.
And it's like balancing audio
Mhm.
between the two things. At one point on the way back, I just like, hey guys, you know you can do this, and I hooked up the Switch in the back, and they were playing Smash Brothers for an hour.
That's cool.
On the first hour of the drive back home, and then we stopped and got food,
Yeah.
and then after that, they all kind of crashed and went to sleep for like the next few hours.
Yeah.
So we listened to audiobooks during that time.
Did
I-
you? Good.
I was just gonna say, back in the day before like iPhones and stuff, I would get books on CD, at the library.
Hmm.
Listen a lot.
Mhm.
That's how I watched or listened to Dean Koontz Watchers,
Mm.
which is like one of my favorite books that I've read because it's one of the three. So,
There were days where I wasn't listening to anything when I was doing yard work, but then there was also days where I was. I started. I think I actually finished it. There's a podcast called Cold, which is like a true crime podcast, and I listened to the whole thing. Thought it was awesome, but I started it on Spotify. I had to get Spotify because I don't know what Stitcher. I've listened to literally like 100,000 hours of Stitcher throughout the last 12 years, right? But Stitcher has done something where like it's just unlistenable now. Like it keeps pausing for no reason. When I go to hit play, it takes 50 seconds to start.
Try uninstalling it, reinstalling
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I tried everything and I gave up. So I just thought I'd try Spotify. So I got Spotify and I listed the first like,
Dang, Eric.
huh?
100,000 hours
Yeah.
is 11.4 years. Continuously.
Literally, there would be times like, especially before Blind Wave, where I would, if I'm doing like pizza delivery, just listening to podcasts all the time, you know?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
if I'm doing work or anything. Obviously, it's not 100,000
No, I
hours.
know, I was
But I
joking.
bet you it's like, it was close to 50. If I can get the Stitcher app back, it used to be able to tell me. And I'd
Yeah.
be like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of hours I put on there. But it's a ton. And I had to give that one up. But the Cold podcast, it was pretty good. If you're interested in like a true crime podcast, I listened to that.
Jay said Stitcher's the old man app.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really love it either, but I didn't really like any of the other alternatives. You know, some type of like RSS feed app would be good, but I only did Stitcher because it seemed like it had a lot of exclusive stuff too, and obviously music as well.
Sure.
So
But I started some video games during the break as well. Even I started playing Day of the Tentacle, which I'd played before, but she's really enjoying. Got some time into Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and started playing XCOM 2 as well.
Yeah.
Which it was an adventure trying to get that working with a controller. I just kind of gave up and playing it with mouse and keyboard now.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But
I like it like that. I tried it on the PlayStation with a controller. I didn't like it as much.
yeah,
I like it much more with the mouse and keyboard. But I know you were trying to play on the couch.
I was trying to play upstairs on the couch, but we also have a TV downstairs because that's also where Maggie and I react. So I've just been doing it and like duplicate on that TV. So like Evie likes to watch stuff while she like plays with toys or whatever. So yeah, good times, productive, and played Mario last Saturday, which was also productive. I think I'm gonna have to play it again this Saturday. I was hoping Psychonauts 2 came out, but waiting for 10 years? I don't know. So long. Psychonauts 2. Mario 64 defied me, denied me. I haven't beaten it yet, and I gotta beat it.
Some of that, Rick, is like I watched you at one point, and you like were doing this one thing, and then you took like a 10-minute break. After whatever it was, you're like, all right, taking a break. And I'm like, no wonder it's taking so long.
It's
He had to take a break after
game.
that one. Very stressful.
It's very
game.
stressful.
I don't blame you.
It's funny.
The only part I saw in your last stream was whenever you got to that one level where you can choose to be big or small.
Yeah.
Like you discovering like what that going down this hallway, you're like, wait, what? Oh, it's really
really cool.
I've kind of forgot about that. I was like, oh yeah, that is what happened there.
That's really clever.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to that part.
Yeah,
Actually,
I got
I was
50
highlighting
stars.
yours, and I still haven't finished the highlight because I kept watching it. I'm like, oh, what happens next? And I still haven't highlighted it.
Yeah.
It's still like halfway to 3/4 of the way done of me just sitting watching it.
But I'm at 50 stars, so I'm hoping I might start a little early to make sure I have enough time. But
Sure.
I really want to beat it this Saturday.
Well, you only need 20 more stars.
I only need
right?
20 more.
Because you said you were trying to get 70.
Yeah, but the last 20 have to be harder than the first 50,
Well, maybe, but
probably.
just go back to that third
I've
level.
also skipped some levels.
Yeah, go back to that third level you didn't do.
Somehow I missed level 3, and like even once I realized I missed it and sought it, it was like 10, 15 minutes before
I don't know
found
how that.
sucker.
I don't know how you did that.
Like, where could it be?
There's like 4 doors in the main lobby. It's one of those 4 doors. Like,
Well, the problem is that there's 2 doors on either side of the staircase, and they both go to the same place. So in my brain, I'm just like, well, it's just mirrored, but it's not.
no, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, the lobby's mirrored, I guess, right?
Yeah,
But like, not every door goes to the same place.
apparently not.
I haven't gotten to that part either. Like watching you for 15 minutes to try to find one of the starting levels.
It took me a good extra 5 minutes to get to work on Monday because they were going to empty the dumpster, so I parked like on the next block.
Yeah. Oh no.
And so my automated programming took place where I just took the same turns that I always take in order to get to work. But I was 1 block off. So
You're in
it
the-
it took a little while.
You're in the river.
Yeah. Which block? which direction?
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Calvin, how was your vacation?
Mine was good. It's relaxing for the most part. Carmen and I also took a drive. Ours was about 10 hours. We went to Iowa, to Riverside, where there is a bronze statue for commemorating the future birthplace of Captain James T. Kirk.
Ah,
And we went
Tiberius.
to
Right? Is it Tiberius?
James Tiberius Kirk. Yes.
Tiberius.
Yeah.
We
Great
were,
middle
just,
name.
we were just doing this week where we were recording something and there was some prompt and both Aaron and I go like the final frontier. Like we're
Yeah.
the only two that haven't seen Star Trek. Why are we doing this?
It's true.
Gotcha.
So that was fun. We went out there and took some pictures with the statue and went to there's like a little museum there where this guy who is like the quintessential Star Trek nerd,
Yeah.
who's very just open and he talks to everyone that comes through there. And they have like a little sign-in book, so we signed that. So we're probably on some list somewhere. And then we drove back through Iowa, and spent the night back in Columbus, Ohio. And the next day we got up, went to IKEA,
Yeah.
bought some furniture that we were wanting to get, and
The way you said that of like, what's your next trip of your vacation was? Like, we got up, went to IKEA, and it like perked up so much more than the Star Trek story.
well, we were looking forward to
IKEA's
going to
fun.
IKEA
Meatballs.
for a while because we had like
meatballs. Eh?
in our we also got meatballs.
I've never been to IKEA.
Have you
No.
not?
Oh, really?
To this
Okay.
day.
Oh man, you need to go. It's an
Melanie just
experience.
said like those big
You wouldn't
bag
mock
that-
it like you just did if you went.
I
Maybe
mean,
Realize
take
it-
off
it's pretty
Friday
great.
and go with Maggie.
the big bag that you have, like when you get mailbag, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying something with Melanie. Oh, I was telling her about running into the corner of the wall, and I was like, "Is it some big bag?" She's like, "Oh, an IKEA bag." I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, Maggie always has IKEA bags. I'm like, I guess it's an IKEA bag then. I don't know.
No, it's made from the same material. It's like a tarp material,
Yeah.
but no, it's
Apparently, IKEA bags look like that. I guess. I don't know.
they're similar.
I've never been to one.
They
We
have
went
like
to-
nylon strap
We went to
handles and stuff.
IKEA, I don't know, a month and a half ago or so. But when we got there, like, or I guess right when we were leaving, there was this huge banner for a cinnamon roll. Like, cinnamon roll, $1. I'm looking at it, and Jancy's kind of looking around. I just go, son of a bitch. She's like, what? I'm like, look at that. And on that huge thing, there's a little asterisk that says, not actual size.
Nice. No, but we were excited because we've been like kind of shopping in our heads for furniture for the house and
Sure.
for the porch that we're wanting to set up. It was already like all glassed in and stuff, like our
Mhm.
front porch, and we want to put more like screens and stuff in the windows and cut the paint so that the windows actually swing open like they're supposed to,
Mm.
and have like a little sunroom or like a something we can sit out there on the porch and relax. So we were getting like furniture and stuff for that. And we spent the rest of the week just relaxing and depressurizing and stuff. Because the trip was fun, but also just not having to do anything was nice too.
Yeah, sure.
I got this new automatic litter box. It's
We got
called-
some too.
Oh, you too?
Yeah?
You guys, I said my poop
Automatic
story. You
litter
guys
box.
rub that in my face.
What kind did you get, Rick?
You'd have to ask Maggie.
Okay. What does it look like?
Well, the actual like litter kind of looks like blue meth.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Does it like have like a
I am
fork
the
thing
one
that it
who
runs
knocks.
through?
Yes.
Okay. I think that one's by
We got an open top one and a
Pet
non-open
safe?
top one.
Okay.
We got the open top one for Gigi because he is
yeah.
a giant cat.
Big.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the litter crystals, they're pretty cool. I haven't tried those, but I've seen good reviews and stuff. But I got the litter robot, which is the one that like spins
And it's
and
not
then
like that.
goes back. Oh yeah. Which it works really cool.
The litter robot?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Feed
litter
me
robot.
poop.
No, it
It's
doesn't
like
talk
feeds
or anything
on
like
poop.
that.
It's
but
how it fuels itself.
Does not can poop.
It discovers like more nutritious poop and gets stronger. Sorry.
Must feed.
That's a screenplay in my head.
Somehow it gets overpowered with like, no, humans
like-
can't poop there.
Like radioactive poop.
What happened? Good for cats.
So, past few days has been the cats getting used to that and using it and realizing that every time I use this, the next time I come back, it's still clean.
Ah, that's pretty
I
cool.
love it. So
So what's it do with the poop?
it
Does it just push it into something?
no
There's like a bottom tray on mine that you like empty separately. I think.
yeah.
Okay. See, it sounds
On
better.
mine,
than,
there's like
this-
a drawer underneath, like this big like spherical drum. You pour litter in the bottom of it, and the cat goes in there, does their business, and then leaves. And then after a set amount of time, the drum starts to turn, and there's a section of the drum that's cut out with like a sifting screen. So the good litter goes through the screen and is collected in a reservoir in the side of the drum, and the stuff that's not clean litter is sifted out and then falls through a hole in the bottom. Because there's a hole in the top, and then it rotates around and it dumps the used litter in the bottom, and it falls into a drawer that you can empty out with like a plastic bag.
That's
And then it
cool.
rotates back around, and the good litter falls back through the screen into the bottom.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so it's like basically it's my Melanie got 2 kitty litter things, and they are enclosed round things, but they have a little drawer that pulls out. But what you're supposed to do is like rotate it or something. So it sounds like you
Gotcha.
have an automatic version.
Yeah, it's
of
kind of
what
like
this
that.
is.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just go like, I'm like, doesn't that just push the poop all over the whole thing?
Well, I've
But
seen.
I don't know.
There's a really advanced one that kind of does what you're talking about, but instead of dropping it into a little like shelf, it like vacuum seals it with
No,
plastic.
yeah, I've seen that one too.
That
That one's really
space.
weird.
Yes, and you can just like pick up these plastic pieces
Yeah.
of shit.
It's like a poop label maker because it like it smushes it
does
down
it.
flat
It
and then
smushes
it rolls it up onto a drum of all these like lumpy poop spots in this
Oh man,
bag.
that's crazy.
All right.
But yeah, we're liking ours. It's working pretty good.
Nice.
The cats definitely favor that one.
For people in chat asking if I get lost in IKEA, I'm not allowed to let go of Maggie's hand.
Also,
there's-
they have arrows that
They do
point
have arrows.
the direction on the floor.
I mean, it's one way.
Meanwhile, like Evelyn's like just able to go and run around
Yeah.
or whatever, but Rick has to hold Maggie's hand,
Rick's in the cart.
like buckled up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, what's that?" Yeah. No, stay in there. That'd be funny.
No, there was a guy that got in trouble for like, I think he got charged with like attempting to cause a panic or something like that because he painted arrows the wrong direction on an IKEA floor.
Dude, that's fucking chaos,
That's
man.
It is.
amazing.
Why would you do that? What?
Wait, so like, did he sneak in there? He's like,
Yeah, he like
It's like a modern version of the Joker.
yeah. So he made it to where people were like getting lost and like going in circles and shit.
That's hilarious, though.
It is, but it's also
well,
some
as long
of
as
the
you don't,
cruelest
like,
shit
paint
that you
over
can
the,
do.
The fire escape one.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You ever get to meet
I think
that?
I think that's part of the reason why like he got charged with something more serious.
Do you get the meatballs when you're there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We almost always get the meatballs.
I don't
Gotcha.
understand how good these meatballs must be made. I don't understand.
They're
Swedish.
Pretty.
You know, it's also
fucking
it's
good,
weird
dude.
to have like a store where you go in to buy stuff.
Yeah.
That has like a restaurant in it because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of those they don't have that. That stuff's kind of gone away.
It has.
You know,
like
like
Hills.
I remember like Hills used to
Fucking
have.
I
Like,
love
yeah.
Hills,
here's a little
man.
snack bar.
Fucking Slurpee and popcorn.
Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't count like Sam's Club, maybe, because
Yeah, they have
Sure.
one still.
Well, Walmart
Yeah,
used
they
to
have a cafeteria.
like I haven't been to a Walmart now that has like its own Walmart cafe where now they usually have like here's a Subway or a McDonald's or
Starbucks.
something like
Yeah.
that in it. But it used to be Walmart had their own little Walmart cafe thing, and I feel like so many things have gotten rid of that. I think Target might still have it. I think Target in Lancaster has like a snack place.
It does.
A lot of Targets have a Starbucks inside of them.
I think that Target in Lancaster might have that too.
I'm
I
sure
feel like
it
they had
does.
popcorn.
It has coffee,
Because
but I don't know if
we've
it's
been to
Starbucks.
that
Sure.
Starbucks. Carmen and I.
I've to keep the cat poop going. Have you guys seen like there's this guy developed this technique to teach cats to poop in your toilet?
Yeah.
A
Where you
technique.
you put cardboard between your the toilet seat
where
and
it
the toilet.
closes.
Put kitty litter on top of that with a little tiny hole in it, right? So the cat will be, well, I'll come use the kitty litter, poop, and then it'll do the thing. And then just every week you make that hole a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, until eventually there's like almost no kitty litter and it's just a big hole and the cat just learns to poop. And you just take it away. And now the cat just gets up on the seat and poops in your toilet.
And then
Just try it out.
when you notice, you just flush it.
Yeah.
What about like
That'd be kind of cool.
the spray,
It would be like
What do you mean?
the urine?
I mean,
I mean, they don't
I do that.
spray like
He does.
hardcore. It's not like a fire hose.
Your nod was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't that like Meet the Parents and they have that or something?
Yeah, but it's a real thing. I mean, they didn't
All right.
have the.
He's not referencing that specifically.
They
No.
didn't
This
have
is
the
other guy.
the technique or whatever.
Yeah.
it
I just
is.
wouldn't want to be like sitting on it,
Yeah.
and then the cat like just coming up and being like,
Get off, Rick! Ah!
I mean, if
We
one
can both
cat
fit
is
on
using
this.
a litter box, does another cat try to barge in and use it at the same time?
I've seen it happen.
I don't think so.
But do
usually.
your cats?
Now,
Because Gigi's too big.
I mean, what if you could teach like Obi how to poop in the like
It'd
how
be
to poop in
great.
the toilet, right?
It'd be fantastic.
Like instead of him being like, I gotta go out, you could just be like, oh, and then he flushes.
The only thing about
It's
Obi,
so hard to get him to poop outside. He pees outside like he's so good at it. But we'll be outside. He's like, we gotta go inside. I gotta poop. I'm like, no, you idiot, poop out here.
We gotta go inside. I gotta poop.
Yeah. It's so hard to get him to poop outside. Unless it's anywhere else but our house.
Yeah.
If we're at the park or if we're out and about, he's like, oh, yeah, I'll poop
He doesn't
here.
want to make a mess.
You don't shit where you eat.
I know, but
he
does.
eats at home.
So we're still working on him with that, but
Like, I don't know if dogs follow that specific rule.
True.
I've seen evidence on the contrary. Yeah, I had a weird thing this morning. I kind of mentioned it to you guys, but this morning I woke up like really early, and I had like my stomach was like gurgly. I had to go to the bathroom, and then I went back to bed afterwards, and like was laying on my stomach because my stomach still kind of hurt. But some point between that and like whenever I actually got up, I remember having a moment where like I swore like I woke up and I thought I heard the door shut. And like sometimes the kids come in and stuff and then whatever. And the door shut, and then it felt like the blanket at the bottom of the bed started to move. And I could like wiggle my feet. But then I felt like cold. Like the blanket had been lifted up like it was like there was cold coming up.
Cold
and
air.
and I'm like, well, what's that? And I wanted to turn around. I couldn't seem to move. It was weird. Like we had talked recently about the sleep paralysis thing, and this is a weird thing where like I wanted to look at the door, and I couldn't look at the door, and I was laying on my stomach, so I couldn't even see the room. I was just like looking at the wall and like my pillow and like that area.
yeah.
And it was so weird. Like I'm like, all right, Melanie's next to me. Let me just wake her up. And I was like, move my arm. It was like my arm won't move. Wake up, Melanie. Wiggle, Melanie. Melanie. And like I was like, get up, it's a ghost or something. You know, like because nothing had happened. There was just like cold and like I thought there was someone here. I'm like, what the hell is going on? It was so weird. And then finally, it was stopped or something. I don't know. I don't even know if it was a dream or what it was. Like it could have just been a dream. It's so weird. But I remember specifically trying to like reach over and wake up Melanie, and I couldn't move my arm like at all. It was a weird thing. I've never had that happen before. I wish I would have been laying like not on my stomach so I could like look around the room. I'm like, would I have seen something? 'Cause I didn't even see anything. My imagination just started going like, what's behind me? What opened the door?
It could be anything back there.
Why are my legs colder? So that was interesting. Never had that happen before. I blame me having to poop early in the morning. This is the cause of it all.
Well, should we get into some news?
News? Ow. This damn table I got put here. I punched a stupid table I got set over here. I went like, news! And ow! And it hurt.
Should also probably get into questions before too long, too.
True. Yeah,
People
definitely.
might have them. But I did just want to bring up, because it's one of the biggest things that happened in wrestling for a long, long time. CM Punk is back in wrestling. He is in AEW now.
AEW.
What's a
I
CM
heard
Punk?
about that.
Yeah, so I didn't figure you guys would know, but he
I
was
Who is he?
I've seen CM Punk before.
CM Punk! I'll say it again!
yeah, so he was a very big wrestler in WWE, and he kind of got fed up with it, got fed up with wrestling in general, and just left the business for 7 years.
Yeah.
When he was still kind of at the top.
Hmm.
He went and actually did some MMA in between.
Yeah.
Did not do very well.
No. I remember hearing about that.
But, had enough money that he could do whatever he wanted for the rest of his life and
Mhm.
never had to come back to wrestling. And
Yeah.
Sure.
like he swore he was never coming back.
Hmm.
And he did last week. Came back and is now going to be a regular attraction on AEW, which is WWE's competitor.
Yeah.
So
Which is good.
What do you
sticking
think
it
of
to the man.
What do you think of AEW?
What do I think of it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in, I don't know, maybe like 6 months or something.
Sure.
But I really enjoyed it while I was watching, and
Mhm.
I heard it's only gotten better.
It does seem like it's been a pretty good alternative for people that are kind of not enjoying the WWE.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things is they did add another show, but it
Mhm.
was 2 hours a week
Yeah.
to watch that versus Raw was 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
and SmackDown was another 2 hours.
Gotcha.
So it was just too much. And yeah, like WWE has been bad in a lot of ways for a long time. Not because of the talent. Amazing wrestlers, but just everything surrounding them.
Mm-hmm.
And AEW doesn't really have that problem. But yeah, huge, crazy news. I'll be really interested to see, like, does this lead to AEW overtaking Raw in the ratings? Because it's kind of closer than anyone thought it was ever going to be. There's no way they're going to make more money. Like Raw is, WWE is the worst maybe it's ever been. Maybe, I don't know. Attitude Era, there was some pretty bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's making more money than it's ever made due to like TV deals and stuff like that. So, like, there's no way that AEW is going to make more money than WWE. But it will be interesting to see if they can catch them in the ratings.
Yeah.
We're
That
going
would
to
be
start
cool.
watching it again. I started watching bad movies on Wednesday nights instead of AEW. Maybe, or move it. Because we watch so much at work, I don't like to watch much at home.
I definitely. If I do watch anything or
That sucks.
consume anything, it's got to be really different
Yeah.
than what we do at work.
Should have told Steve Harvey that he wasn't going to be on TV.
Sure, you could have, I guess.
Aaron, are
My
you
TV
muted?
just just stopped
Aaron,
working.
you muted?
Just stop working.
Rick, are you muted? No, I'm not.
Okay.
It's fine. No, the it just stopped working. Like, there was a light, like, turns on. That's all it does. Screen does nothing. I don't know what happened. It was right before vacation.
Yeah.
Just stopped.
How new is it?
Year and a half, maybe? I don't know.
Damn.
So you might be able to find a. I don't know where the issue might stem from, either the power board or the
I want to say a
motherboard.
fuse, maybe.
Co-
like a fuse
it
that
could be
went
something
out or
simple like
something.
that. Because
But-
if the backlight just won't come on, sometimes, like, can you shine like a flashlight at it and see like any design or anything? Sometimes
At what?
at the screen, at the panel
Oh,
itself.
No, I haven't tried it.
Okay.
No.
You might try and see
I
if
never
you can
tried.
see like
I never
any
thought
pattern or
like
anything.
shine a flashlight at my TV screen. It wasn't a.
You know, I
all I did was
really-
like I unplugged, I waited, plugged it back in, held the power buttons and stuff. Like, I did that kind of stuff. But
I really should upgrade my TV
really,
because I've had a 65-inch 1080p screen
yeah.
that I got on Black Friday like 12 years ago.
Really,
Still have the same one.
I have a
It's not broke.
It's not broke. It's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine.
in my basement is a 50
But
or
the bevel on it,
55 inch.
it's like this thick.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
It's one of those big old ones.
the one that broke, Melanie, I think, was at Sam's Club and found two of these like 55-inch Vizios
Yeah.
that were like the last of the stock. They were getting rid of them. She
Mhm.
bought both of those. We put one in the living room. And they're like, well, what do we do with the other one? It's like, well, let's put it in the bedroom. Like, we had like, at the time we had like a couch in there and stuff too. Now we've changed a lot around. So it's just like, we just have a 55-inch TV just in the bedroom and like in front of our bed. So
Sure.
we can just lay, it's just on the wall. We just watch TV.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. Okay,
That's good.
whatever. But downstairs in the basement is I think it's a 55-inch TV that I got back in 2008.
Yeah.
That was a Vizio that still, I don't think there's any issues with
Still
it. I don't really use
works.
it too often,
Yeah.
but I think it still works.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've had any problems with it. But there's one we bought like a year and a half ago. Stopped working.
That sucks.
I don't know. I tried to look up things. I couldn't find any information on it.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I should try to fix this. Because we bought it. It was like one of the last ones. I think they sold it for, I don't know, $500 or something like that. Like, it wasn't, I don't think it was that much compared to what I spent on this 2008 55-inch TV
Sure.
back in the day when I was working pipeline and stuff like that.
Older.
And I was like, hey, I'm going to get a good TV. I'm going to get this one. Look at this. Now I can get the same thing so much times better for
Yeah.
so much cheaper.
I was just
Yeah.
saying the other day, I went to Sam's Club and they had like a 95-inch TV. 95-inch. It's like, Jesus.
I can't even really picture how big that
I know.
really
We
is,
should. I'm like,
you know?
we should get this for our reaction
so
setup. Can you
big.
imagine watching on a 95-inch? Where would the camera go?
I don't know.
But could you imagine watching a 95-inch?
I'm not even sure if you could
screen?
get it high enough to where the camera could go under it.
We'd have to just change up the angle.
We'd be like,
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, I talked about to Melanie, like, maybe we'll get like because we don't have like a 4K TV.
Yeah.
Both those were 1080 TVs. I'm like, maybe we'll get a 4K TV for the living room and just take the living room TV and put it in the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
because they were the same TV before. So maybe we'll just get a better TV than what those were, put it in
Sure.
the living room, do that. I don't know. Like some of those ones where like when you turn on like a console, it automatically turns on the TV and turns on that
Sure,
channel.
yeah.
Like those ones, that might be kind of cool to do.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I did get while we were down in Carolina Beach, we've done the Google Chromecast, but we got like a Google TV or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah?
like a little bit more because we were like, we didn't bring the Chromecast, we forgot. I'm like, maybe we could just buy a Chromecast. They're like, I don't know, $20 or whatever
Sure.
they are. And we got this one, which I think was like $49, but it has like you just turn it on. I don't have to send something from my phone. It just like will open up. You can open up Netflix and Disney Plus. I can talk to it and tell it like, open Disney Plus and play
Mhm.
Star Wars Clone Wars or whatever. And I'm like, well,
It's
this is kind of cool.
It's like the smart part of a smart TV.
Yeah, but it's just like I always thought the Chromecast was like the smart part of a smart TV, but this is like a smarter part of the smart TV because it has like
More
everything in
functionality.
there. Yeah, it just would. I could turn up and down the volume of the TV and all kinds of stuff, and I was like,
That's
this is
cool.
cool. I like this. So it was just neat. Now I need to hook it up into somewhere, but I have smart TVs. I don't know where I want to put it.
Yeah.
But down there they just had like, I don't know, whatever the hell Spectrum is, which I guess like their internet cable like Suddenlink provider
Yeah.
kind of thing
Gotcha.
Probably, yeah.
or something, and like none of their stuff worked.
Spectrum cable.
Yeah, even the volume for the TV didn't work. Like I want to turn up and down the volume, I can't. But on the Google TV, I would turn on the Google TV, turn up or down the volume, and then go back to like the switch, and then it would
yeah.
be the volume we wanted. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Aaron, there's some memes of
Oh,
you
no.
at the beach in Discord.
At the
live
beach?
podcast suggestion.
Indeed.
Can you bring
Nice.
those up?
I've seen a couple of
And
them.
then we will get to
I
questions.
haven't seen this.
If you want to ask questions, there's a purple bubble in the lower left where you can redeem Blind Wave tokens to ask questions,
Oh my
and we'll get to
God.
as many as we can. The ones we don't, we will refund. Kabam!
I didn't see that one. That one's pretty good.
I'm coming over, Aaron.
coming over?
There.
Just these three.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah, I wasn't ready yet.
Oh, dude. That Jaws one is amazing.
It looks
It's
really
really good.
good.
I love it.
I'm gonna get eaten.
I want that on a poster.
I want Aaron to get eaten.
That's
fantastic.
Waterworld, right?
Yeah,
it's
that's
got-
Waterworld.
Need to watch that.
I haven't
fuck.
seen
Yeah,
it.
Oh my
dude, put
gosh.
that on.
It's the man.
Here
We'll do
we
that for
go.
October.
And we did a reaction to that one.
I love that one
still have
quite a
it on my
bit.
desk. Damn it, I don't.
That was one of those times. I think Melon took a picture when I was trying to like swim with a wave,
Sure.
and she was like taking pictures of me doing that.
So before you got the tan.
Before the tan, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that was the first day at the beach.
that was before the burn too.
Yeah, I did get burned a little bit. Like we used like sunblock and stuff. It was like, okay, make sure you use sunblock and whatnot. But our first day, like I hadn't been outside that much this summer, as opposed to like Melanie and Kanan had been out a lot more doing things and
Sure.
stuff, and they just kind of didn't burn as easily. So we all kind of got burned. We took a break the next day, and then the rest of the week we kind of like just moderately took care of like how long to be there and how long not to. And then on the last day that we could, we like let's do a longer day at the beach, and then we all kind of burned again that day.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
really, we put on sunblock like 2 or 3 times on like the long day, which was
Yeah.
still only, I don't know, 3 hours or something. I
Sure.
don't know. It wasn't like I think the other ones were like an hour and a half or so. Like we like doubled the time that we stayed. But I think it's the last one. Is just those 3, right? That's all I saw.
Yeah.
Whoever-
I only saw 3.
That Jaws one was great.
those Jaws.
I love that one.
All right. I'm going to get to questions.
Let's do it.
JMV213. Hey, crew, random question since I don't know how into sports y'all are, but being from Ohio, any good stories from when the Cavs won their first championship? How was it over there that week?
I mean, I don't think any of us probably follow it. I didn't really notice anything.
Nope.
no.
Nothing.
Sorry,
Is that-
disappointing answer.
Is that a basketball team? I'm guessing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's lacrosse,
ball.
Calvin.
Huh?
It's lacrosse.
Oh yeah, because I'm Ivy League enough to know what lacrosse is.
Good old lacrosse.
Sabo Tower. September 10th is the release date of Berserk Chapter 364.
Ooh.
Technically, 379th canon chapter, but whatever. Final chapter of Kentaro Miura's legacy.
Oh.
Eric, how has the Berserk read been going? And can we expect a stream video from you and Rick discussing it once you finish the manga?
I mean, we don't have any plans for that in terms of finishing, but I've done up to volume 7, 8.
Did you finish the one you took home?
Yes,
I think
that
you did
night.
8.
That night I finished it. Yeah, 8. So I up to the collection 8. So need to get some of the other ones.
Well, they haven't been released yet, I don't think. They're still coming.
Waiting for that.
For the next one.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, absolutely love it. The series that we watched, the anime series, it's amazing, but it barely scratches the surface of what goes on in that universe. So,
No, that's right.
I recently, Rick, in that one, have seen The Return, and I was pretty shocked, I have to say.
Well, yeah, the terrible thing is even if there isn't like a longer anime adaptation, it won't have Mira involved.
Yep. Yep.
Any will you react to questions will be skipped over. Expo asks, Aaron, you were trying to think of the Sloan movies you might have seen. Did you ever watch Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
No,
With Estelle Getty from The Golden Girls.
I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar.
I've seen that.
I haven't. Is that something that maybe needs to be added to the list?
That's a Stallone movie?
Not.
He's got a lot of other Stallone movies he needs to watch before.
What the hell?
No, I mean for us.
Look at this.
I would
Bad
say
movie
it's
night.
not
Look at that.
high on the priority list.
I'm looking at the like
The poster?
poster or whatever it is, or DVD
The
case or
VHS
whatever. Like
case.
that's pretty funny. All right.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Monkey Keyblade, I'm rewatching The Mandalorian Season 2. What was your favorite thing they made for the Season 2 of The Mandalorian?
Made for?
Made for.
I'd probably say Lacoon.
That's a great answer. I got 2 that immediately jumped to mind. I love Fisherman Mon Cal with the fisherman sweater.
Yeah.
I just really love
the
that.
Greek
and want-
fisherman sweater.
and I
was
want
really
that action
cool.
figure. And then also just Tusken Boba Fett. Really cool design, too.
Yeah. Oh.
If that's what you mean by made.
Sure, yeah. Crate Dragon.
Yeah, the Crate Dragon
I was gonna say
mine.
probably the Crate Dragon
Mm.
or maybe the shoot, I can't remember what they're called because we talked about so many different kinds of troopers and stuff.
The Dark Troopers?
The Dark Troopers.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, too.
JXG Plays says, haven't been able to watch the podcast in a while because of work, but I'm happy you guys are back and hope you had a great vacation. By the way, Rick, I started Berserk and I'm currently on episode 11. Don't worry, I skipped the first episode.
Good.
The ride. Good luck. Diego, hey guys, what's your top 3 favorite sci-fi trailers?
Sci-fi trailers?
What's your top 3 sci-fi favorite trailers? Mine will definitely include Punisher, Metallica music trailer, and the new Spider-Man one. Spider-Man sci-fi?
Is Punisher sci-fi?
Yeah. I don't think either of those are
he might not
sci-fi.
have meant sci-fi. when he wrote it.
I could maybe count Spider-Man in sci-fi, but I don't know about Punisher.
Because there's
Like,
probably
there's
just meant,
fictional
like, comic-
science in Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but I don't know if
Like,
there's.
you could get there, you know? Like,
I mean, I guess technically, canonically, there's
they
fictional
might,
science in
Punisher.
Punisher universe.
I don't think in the main.
But
So, yeah,
they might
I
have
get you.
written
I don't know.
sci-fi, but it sounds like they were
Or, like,
thinking
fantasy,
they were
maybe?
thinking comic book, maybe.
Maybe,
Could be more
yeah.
comic booky too. I don't know.
No, that Punisher trailer legitimately is amazing because of the Metallica.
Yeah.
and it,
Both those are different answers.
Yeah.
Then. Like.
I really love Man of Steel's trailer whenever that came out, long time ago, but that was a fantastic trailer. Dark Knight, of course, had an awesome trailer.
I
Spider-Man
like the
2.
Pit trailer.
Huh?
The Pit.
Yeah,
Pit
the
trailer,
Pit
that was
trailer.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Star Wars Episode 1 is a fantastic trailer. Episode 3 is probably my favorite of the prequels, though. Its first trailer was...
Episode 1 was the breathing, right?
Episode 1...
Wasn't that the breathing one? That's the one I'm thinking of.
Episode 2 was the breathing one.
Was Episode 2 the
Yeah.
breathing one? Where it was like black and then gone and black and...
I mean, maybe they did it a couple times, but
Maybe.
I specifically remember Episode 2 having the breathing one. Episode 1 had the kind of like fade into the mist of the Gungans and then pod race and kind of went off from there. But recently, I would say comic book trailers. Probably like Infinity War or Endgame might be one of the ones that got me the most excited.
Sure. They did. What was nice is that what was it? Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Infinity Wars. I'm thinking of like the trailer was pretty good, but they also like hid things and stuff
They did.
too in the trailer, so there were still surprises even in shots that you had already seen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I thought
they
was
painted out
really cool. They either
things and
painted out or they
characters
put in like an entirely different character that they actually were using this character for
Mhm.
instead or something. You know,
Yeah.
like stuff like that was really cool. So Infinity War maybe for me there.
Yeah, the Logan trailer was really good.
The overall, like I've been getting more and more annoyed with trailers. I went back and watched like Spider-Man 2's trailer because I was talking to Melanie about about different Spider-Man stuff because of the newest trailer too, and we were looking at the old trailers. And,
Spider-Man Sam Raimi
yeah,
trailer.
I was watching that and I'm like, damn, it was so long, and I feel like this is showing me so much. It's like me like putting in my head like what happens in the movie. I'm like, this shows a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just getting that. I'm just getting so bitter on trailers anymore. I feel like.
Yeah. So I can't really think of an answer. I've always tried to avoid them for the most part.
I mean, the first Suicide Squad trailer must have been pretty good.
Oh, it was.
You know.
Yeah, it was. It was fantastic. I praised it when it came out. Its editing was amazing,
true.
and we praised it too much. It's my
Yep.
fault. I'm sorry.
Crimson King asks, if each of you could be the protagonist of one anime you guys have reacted to, what would it be? I don't know if that means like we take the place of the protagonist
Or we
we
live the
become
protagonist's
protagonist.
life.
I would like to become because I cannot do the things that they can do.
That's true.
Like I don't have the will to be Simone, you know. I don't have the willpower.
I don't know. Most of them are tragic.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to do that.
Like Deku would be kind of cool.
Like Spike Spiegel's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to be as cool as Spike Spiegel.
Who's the protagonist in Death Note?
That's a tough question.
Light?
Light
Or-
Is it Light,
technically is
or is
the
it-
I
protagonist.
mean, he is the protagonist, as in the character we're meant to follow and root for.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm trying to think of who if I was like, oh, what would Death Note? I'm trying to think of animes I've seen and stuff.
Protagonist does not mean hero.
No,
Hmm.
it does not mean
I
good guy
guess.
either.
It just means the main character. The MC.
But Levi isn't the protagonist. Edward Elric.
I don't know.
That's pretty tragic too, I guess. I was trying to think of an anime where like it didn't end sadly, but I guess it's not a great beginning.
I really admire Okabe.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I would-
Yeah.
for many reasons, but yes.
Yeah.
The Baba.
Right, Morningstar, question for everyone. What's your top 5 legendary Pokemon?
Mm,
I don't know if I can name 5.
3.
Legendary Pokemon.
Articuno,
Mewtwo.
Zapdos, Mewtwo,
Rick just names the 5 legendaries from 151 from Gen 1.
Mew,
Can I just name
Ultras.
5
Done.
of the legendaries on my team, which happen to be duplicates?
I think Celebi's my favorite, and then I think Rayquaza is probably my second, and then third is probably Mewtwo. Fourth is probably Articuno,
Of course, you would love that son of a bitch Celebi.
and then fifth would be. I don't know who fifth would be. That one's a tough one. Maybe Lugia. Might pick those like 5.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I really like Ho-Oh's design, and I always loved the idea that this was this unknown Pokemon that appeared in episode 1 of the Pokemon series.
Yeah.
And then eventually that became that, you know?
Sure. Yeah.
So I've always liked that. Articuno, I feel like it's just a really cool look to it. And it's probably my favorite of the 3
Is
birds.
that a pun?
Cool. Yes, it is. It's hard to beat Mewtwo. I mean, I like Mewtwo. Especially Shiny Mewtwo, the green one.
Yeah.
Pretty
sure.
cool. Who else? I mean, the Reggies are cool.
Yeah. Well, and like I'm trying to think of like too, like in the later generations and stuff, some of them. But I don't know. A lot of those I don't like as much, but maybe it's more nostalgia reasoning.
Sure.
Like I really don't care for much of like Sun and Moon's legendary stuff.
I like the design of the like Landorus and Thundurus and like those guys. They have different
Yeah.
typing. But I like their design.
Yveltal? Is that how you say it? Yveltal? Yveltal? I don't know how you say his name,
Yeah.
but he's kind of cool. The Pokemon Y,
Gotcha.
like a big old dark bird.
Mhm.
Like he's up there for me, I guess too.
Anyway, some cool ones there. I think like Team Rocket's Meowth should be legendary. He can speak, you know? That's a big deal.
All of them can speak.
Yeah, but all the other ones I know that can speak are legendaries.
Well, me too.
He's legendary.
What about Pikachu?
He can't speak.
He says his name.
What about
Maybe Detective Pikachu. That's legendary.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean,
they made a
that's
movie about
special
him.
rules anyway.
Like Entei, he could speak, right? He's legendary.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's someone.
I'm right.
You're right.
That's why Meowth should be there.
He shouldn't. I don't think Meowth should be there.
No, that Meowth.
No, he's not. He's not that good. He's not legendary. There's so many Meowths. It's just that one can talk.
Light Shadow Onyx. Have you guys heard that eating a hot dog takes off 35 minutes of your life?
I don't believe it.
I'm
I'm not.
reading.
Because I've eaten so many hot dogs, I should be dead.
It cites a study from the University of Michigan.
Yeah? Oh, well, Michigan, sure.
Yeah. Look at their water.
Trying to find the study. I found an article on their website that talks about the study.
Yeah.
Dude, what's that mean for like people in hot dog eating contests? Like, they just
They're legendary.
yeah, everyone can be legendary. Eric.
It's special.
They're the best of us.
Is Jar Jar legendary?
I spake.
Having the ability to speak does not make you legendary.
It says here, eating a hot dog could cost you 36 minutes of healthy life, while choosing to eat a serving of nuts instead could help you gain 26 minutes of extra healthy life.
Oh my god, I gotta eat nuts.
That researcher's bored and making shit up.
So you
I
can't
didn't know I
have
was lengthening my life this whole time.
you can't have wieners. You can have nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'm just thinking about like people who do like hot dog eating contests, eat like 100 at once. You know? Like,
Yeah. They're shortening their life by
Fucking-
like 50 hours.
Yeah.
Like 2
crazy.
days. Which I
Seems like
believe. Just
Part of it is because hot dogs have beef, and like cows in general are bad for the environment.
I mean, I guess. And beef
Okay.
is red meat as well, and red meat is supposed to be not as good for you, right? Isn't that one of the things they tell you to like
Yeah, but I
avoid
don't
for your
think
heart and
the
stuff?
beef that's in hot dogs is red meat. I think it's like
Isn't all beef red meat?
it's like the lips and the tail and
Like it-
all that shit.
Like if you get a pork hot dog, maybe that helps it.
Maybe I don't.
Or like
I don't know.
There's probably like some kind of vegetarian hot dog you can get.
No, yeah, there definitely is.
Like the vegetarian hot dogs are okay, right?
I would assume.
I don't know. I thought you were looking this up. I wasn't sure.
I mean, I stopped
Unless they-
because it seemed ridiculous,
Unless they
It
grind
seemed
up
ridiculous.
cows and use it to make the soybeans or something.
and I
to
couldn't
fertilize
find
the
the
plants.
actual study.
I see. I see.
I don't like just spouting out headlines when I can't see the science behind it. Chutch Monk, how many times has Rick pushed for One Piece so far? Asking for a friend and definitely not a One Piece weeb. It's too long, so I've never pushed for it. Much as I love it, but there's plenty of other things I've pushed for.
There are just
Took,
some things
like
that are not
3
meant
years
to be.
get Berserk. I
years.
pushed that the hardest,
Yep.
so I'm not the one to push. Get results.
I feel like the only thing that you've really pushed is Berserk and Rurouni Kenshin.
I mean, I pushed Initial D recently,
That's true.
and Yuri on Ice I pushed for a while,
That is also true.
but I gave up on the dream.
How many
And
seconds?
Trigun.
How many seconds do I lose per junior mint that I eat?
I don't know. All of them if you choke.
In the junior mints.
Yeah.
You share them.
You want some?
I'm taking the caramel ones.
Huh?
Taking the caramel
You can
ones.
take them. Oh shit! I just had like an hour right here.
There was an Eric question.
You drink water after you eat those? Isn't that great?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Like I love like I'll drink water specifically with junior mints because like pop one it tastes weird, but you drink a water afterwards it's like so tingly and refreshing.
It's super cold.
It's like cold.
Fuck yeah,
even
man.
if your water isn't that cold,
Yeah.
it still makes it feel cold.
I mean, you can get the same feeling after you brush your teeth, but junior mints is better.
You mean the caramel ones? Damn it, Baba! No! Now those are gone too.
True
Gee.
Lies.
Ban Limp Bizkit.
No.
What?
The junior mints are D tier movie snack.
Is it time to do a tier list of movie snacks?
Ban them for their opinion, because that's what you should do. No, don't do that. A tier list of movie snacks. That'd be interesting. Do we have to agree on this? Or is it like individual?
I mean, we had to agree on the other one. We all had very different tastes for some shows and others, but
Ow!
They hit your toe?
Mm-hmm. I dropped the lid from my bottle and it hurt my toe.
like I think we could all agree popcorn is top tier. Even though I don't like popcorn and I don't eat it when I go to the movies, it's still like synonymous with the movies.
You gotta have popcorn.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, that's S tier.
Yeah. Whenever someone offers me popcorn, like I never get popcorn for myself, but whenever someone offers me popcorn in the theater, I always accept.
Yep.
But it always
I
gets
mean,
stuck in my
I
teeth.
love popcorn. What I love more is salt and butter.
And popcorn is the vehicle for those two things.
Popcorn's the vessel.
I know. I'm always like, man, I love mashed potatoes. Like, no, I don't. I love the salt and butter I put in it.
Yeah, you're not eating the mashed
and the
potato
corn.
plain, right?
And the
If
cream
you just pull out a
cheese.
potato and eat it cooked, it's not great.
Though alternatively, you're not just eating salt by itself either, right? Or butter, like a stick of butter. Right? Eric. Right?
True Lies. Eric and Aaron, who do you think is the better Sith Emperor? Darth Viatate or Darth Sidious?
It's
who's
a
Darth
hard
Viatate?
question. Huh?
Who's Darth Viatate?
Emperor of the Sith from the Old Republic.
Oh,
Emperor.
that okay.
Viatate, I feel like, and I kind of feel like this is like the comic book syndrome of a character that is just written to be so overpowered it's not even fun.
Sure.
I feel like that can happen sometimes. But Viatate, I think, is incredibly powerful, but I'm more impressed by Sidious because Sidious won not because of his power, but because of his intelligence.
Sure. It was a Whittier thing,
Yeah.
right? Like he was down to just 2 Sith.
Yeah.
Whereas that Sith Emperor during the times of the Old Republic would have had many more
He
Sith.
had, he had an entire Sith army.
Yeah.
Palpatine had an old man in iron lug.
Though I do like there's some story stuff I like with that.
Me too.
That was really fun and stuff, but I don't know.
I mean, Palpatine is just too good.
I think the wittiness of Palpatine is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. BJWBRG. What is your most anticipated movie for the rest of 2021? Would it be Dune, Spider-Man, or even Matrix 4? Curious to hear your all's thoughts. Really glad you had a great vacation too. You guys deserve it.
Three-way tie?
Spider-Man. I'm going
It's
Spider-Man.
after that trailer, it's Spider-Man.
Go on, Spider-Man.
I've been rooting for Dune for a lot longer
Sure.
than Spider-Man, but yeah, that trailer was pretty awesome.
We only watched the one Dune and it looked okay, and we didn't watch the other one because like it was we were told it had
Yeah.
more spoilers and stuff on it, and I don't really know what to expect going into Dune. So like it's not super anticipated for me,
Mhm.
but like I'm hoping I really enjoy it. So now like one trailer into Spider-Man, I'm like, I can't wait for this.
I mean, Ghostbusters
have
up there for me too.
Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh my gosh.
That might be my number one.
I'm so excited for that, and I hope it's good.
Hope it's good.
Both of those have like nostalgia things for me that I might probably have more bias than like Dune and what was the other one they mentioned? They named Matrix,
Matrix.
right?
Matrix.
I don't know. Matrix. I'm not sure.
super hyped for that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm super looking forward to that. One
But
of my favorite
I'm also
actors.
really interested to see what they're going to do. We can't talk about it because Rick hasn't seen 2 or 3.
Nope.
No.
Haven't.
So I don't know.
And I'm excited for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
I'm hopeful. I don't know if I'm excited.
I've heard a lot of really great things about it. That made me like, okay, if you're going to do that movie, a martial arts movie, you got to nail this. And it sounds like they've nailed that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
And I'm curious about West Side Story, too. I really like the original.
the new West Side Story.
Yeah, it comes out in December, I think.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
There's that.
Did your Venom got delayed to 2022?
What?
Yep.
I thought it was coming out like in October or
Yep.
November or something.
It's delayed again.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yep.
That one looks interesting too. I'm kind of interested in that
Mhm.
one. There's a new James Bond coming out. There's the new Halloween movie.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Which-
There's a new Jackass.
Really?
Jackass Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
I never saw the first one.
I haven't seen any of.
I've seen some skits on
I
YouTube,
thought it did.
but
It says October in this list.
Which
I don't
one?
know. I there was an article that I saw that Venom delayed to 2022. Maybe it was wrong. Maybe-
Venom, it says
Maybe
October.
we got this covered.
Venom, it says October 15th in the IMDb calendar.
somebody
How
said
accurate that
they ended
is.
up saying that the Venom supposedly being delayed was fake.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, they got you, bitch.
They did.
Yep.
Deepfaked you.
All right, then.
Fucking people making up shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I mean, there's going to be an
Because
animated.
there's idiots like me. I was like, oh, really?
Well, it's like when they like someone like claims the death of a celebrity or something like that.
Mhm.
Like, oh no, this person died.
Yeah.
And in November,
Sure.
there's going to be Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah, I saw that. I have no idea what that is.
Either.
But I like Resident Evil.
I do, too. I like Raccoon City in particular when
Sure.
it comes to Resident Evil.
We need to check out the Resident Evil movies at some point.
Do.
Because Eric and Calvin haven't seen them. You seen Resident Evil movies?
Nope. Haven't seen any of them.
None.
Right. Next question. Are there any plans to bring back movie commentaries? Not currently. Have you checked out any of the behind-the-scenes videos for the Legends of Vox Machina? The show I'm very excited for.
I have not.
I have not.
I think it's tied to Critical Role, right?
It is. It was a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
it. Brennan Telford, what's your favorite Pixar movie and why?
I like Toy Story.
Gotta look up which ones are all technically Pixar. After they merged, it kind of
I think Toy Story is probably my favorite.
the first Toy Story.
I mean, the ones that come to mind are Toy Story. I think of Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the first ones.
I cried a lot watching Coco.
Coco's good.
Monsters Inc.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life. Yeah. that's
Yeah, I'm
good.
trying to remember which ones are like DreamWorks and which ones are
Wowie.
Pixar.
What's my favorite? Well,
I like
Pixar
when that
ones-
old man plays chess against himself.
Incredibles is real good.
Yeah.
Oh
Incredibles is
yeah, I
good.
really like Incredibles.
That one's way up there.
See, there was Cars, but I didn't like Cars as much.
You ever see that old man where the guy he's playing chess against himself and they made it Palpatine doing the
No.
Clone Wars because it's literally him playing chess against himself.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't really watched Up.
Up's really good.
Oh, that's good.
I like Wall-E. Wall-E was really
I
good.
haven't
Like
seen Wall-E.
for a
Yeah.
movie where like your main character can't
Wall-E.
really talk, it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really liked it.
I really enjoyed Ratatouille
I've never seen
Mhm.
Ratatouille.
and
Either.
Brave.
It's great.
Brave was okay. Was Soul one?
Yes, Soul is also a Pixar film.
Raya wasn't, right? But Luca is, I think.
Luca is.
I haven't seen Luca yet.
Yeah,
trying to think of what the newer ones have been lately.
Soul.
Soul is a Pixar movie, right? Okay.
Yes.
Um,
No,
what
it's on this list.
was the one just before Soul? It was like a D&D adventure, right?
Yeah.
That one?
out
Onward.
on.
Onward. That one
Onward.
was pretty good.
yes.
Onward.
I liked Onward.
Yeah.
Onward a lot.
I haven't seen that one either.
I watched the whole movie before I realized who voices the two characters. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta watch it again now. I haven't yet. I hate that.
There's a lot of really good movies from Pixar. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick one of my favorites. The first two that came to mind were Finding Nemo and Toy Story though. So I probably should go with one of those two.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend.
Big Blasian Boy, what do you consider your most underrated reactions?
Bridgerton. That's one of them, honestly. It's one of my. I had so much fun with that, and people were like, "We don't watch this stuff. I'm gonna watch Batman." You know, like, come on, man, have some fun.
I'm gonna watch Batman.
Bridgerton is underrated. Superman and Lois is so underrated. It's not even funny. Everybody that
talking about the
watches it
show
loves it,
or your
but
reaction
not enough
specifically?
people are watching it. Is what I mean.
Fruits Basket.
Mm.
I cry almost every time.
Yeah.
I cry ever, Tim. Did you get that reference, Aaron?
I thought you were making like
I
a
cried almost
Bridgerton
every
joke.
time in Haikyuu as
Oh.
well.
It's an old meme. I thought you might have
And-
caught up.
Oh no, that's a meme. No, I didn't get it. Underrated reaction?
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is a series that people would love if they bothered to watch it.
I think Expanse is underrated.
Yeah. Expanse is pretty up there.
I
I
think
mean-
Black Sails is also pretty underrated.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely one.
But I feel like it's not underrated for the blind wave audience.
True.
I feel like we've talked about it
Yeah.
a lot.
What about Inhumans?
I haven't seen it.
It's an underrated reaction, yes.
Does that count? Like
Sure.
I'm not talking about the shows, right? Like we talked a lot about like this
Yeah,
show
no.
is so good and it's underrated, but
Uh-huh.
like reaction
Yeah,
wise,
this
like
is in particular our reactions.
I feel like the reactions we had to
Thank.
Inhumans was pretty good, considering that the
Yeah.
show itself I didn't feel was that great.
Our reactions to Titans.
Wow. I would say that they're underrated, but we're not doing it. So
I feel like a lot of my reaction to Titans where I was like, all right, well, let's see where this goes. And that's
Torchwood.
where it went.
Dude, Torchwood had some crazy reaction moments in it.
Yeah.
It came and went.
Yeah, you're right. It did have some good
Fuck you!
Yeah. Oh man.
Man, that finale.
The real John. Eric, if you could only reread one Game of Thrones book, which would you pick?
Interesting question. I suppose it's either a Game of Thrones or a Sword of Storms is probably the two that I'd have to pick. Like, you can only reread one, what, if it's forever? You only get a chance. You can't read the whole thing. You can only read one book. Maybe a Sword of Storms.
Okay.
I really like that one.
Someone said about Hill House being an underrated reaction.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I can say, yeah, I kind of can agree, but also at the same time, I know some people also got annoyed because I've also been annoyed by like Melanie's scared, like anxiety
Sure.
of like, ah, there's something gonna happen. Like, Melanie, nothing's happening. Ah! Like, oh, it's over the top. I'm like, I know it's ridiculous. Why is she like this? But it's also kind of fun to watch.
Mhm.
Melanie, just sit down. It's okay. Melanie, sit down. With those though, like she felt like she couldn't leave, so she was like stuck there. At home though, like we're watching something, she starts getting scared. She just takes off to the kitchen.
Shuts
Just-
the door
just-
behind her.
just leaves. But those shows, both of those shows are really good though.
Yeah.
The first one is really good as far as just a show, not even like necessarily about like horror aspects, but just like the characters and stuff are just written really well.
Mm-hmm.
Barry.
Dude, at least a few of those episodes are really good reaction wise.
Yeah.
Josh asks, Rick, I'm a forever DM, so lately I've been trying to find some solo tabletop RPGs. Have you tried any? If so, which one? It depends kind of what you're looking for. If you want like combat and exploration, the Mage Knight board game I feel works really well for that. But if you want like story-based stuff, let's play Thousand Year Old Vampire. It's a pretty good one. It's almost like a diary fiction exercise, but there's sort of an RPG element to it. I like, what is it called? Like, is it Kobolds and Catacombs? There's like a series of paperback books that you run through that I kind of like. They're just dungeon crawlers. They don't have any story-based stuff or anything like that. But another one I like is called like Princess and the Sword, I think. It's a really short RPG. You use like a tarot deck or a deck of cards with it to like show what's going to happen next. And it's also sort of a diary exercise as well. But I like those.
What is a solo tabletop RPG? It's just by yourself?
Yeah, so just something you would play by yourself. But you can play any RPG by yourself. I think Pendragon actually works fairly well by yourself. Because especially if you get the Great Pendragon campaign, I think it can work really well. Pendragon is great at everything. It's the best. Let's see. Crash and Coyote, first 2 seasons of Titans were dog shit, but now since it's on HBO Max and not on DC Universe, season 3 has received the Superman Lois treatment with bigger budget, new writers, and new directors, FYI.
I love Superman and Lois.
Wow.
That's a high bar to reach. But I mean, if that's true, that's awesome. We're not doing it live, but there's no, guarantee we'll never, pick Titans back up again. If it gets to the end of the season, people are like, no, you don't fucking understand. It was amazing, But maybe if we go over the hump of a possible like recency bias, and then if people are still saying that, then maybe it's something that whenever we slow down, we can pick something up.
I mean, it getting better means it only got worse for me.
I get what you mean. What
Yeah.
you mean? I about yourself.
I understand what you're saying.
You're not selling it to me. All right. Let's check out bits and donations. I'll come back to questions if we have any more time.
So if they came in like, man, Titans got worse, Rick, you'd be like, yes, let's watch it.
Maybe. Yeah, actually.
I don't understand.
It's in an impossible situation right now.
I don't
for me.
understand.
Unless it got worse. Much worse.
What if it just got much better?
Then it wouldn't matter because it's already built up the debt of badness, right? So it's got to climb out of that debt in order to get back to being at a point where I would want to watch it.
One of my most favorite things that we do when we do Legend Tomorrow, I don't necessarily want Rick to watch Legend of Tomorrow, but I just enjoy telling him about it.
And I enjoy hearing about it.
I know.
It sounds amazing.
I just love saying like what it possibly is about. It's one of my highlights of the week.
The Bird is the Word. We subscribed for 5 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Carl has resubscribed for 24 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
LKG is resubscribed for 29 months. Hello, all.
Thank you.
Hello.
Okay.
Wargaria, 16 months. Holy 16 months, Batman.
Thank you.
Bad.
you.
Bad.
The Frenzy is resubscribed for 47 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Colton MG, 11 months. Only been a Twitch sub for 11 months, but have been a fan of yours for 5 years now. Time really flies.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you so
Colton.
much.
Does
Appreciate it. Time.
Agent J, resubscribed for 34 months. Thank you.
Thank you,
Agent
Jay.
Callum, resubscribed for 4 months.
Callum.
Bastian, 24 months. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Callum.
Crimson King, 100 bits. Hey, Rick, I've been watching One Piece. I'm on 315. Have you gotten any further? Welcome back, guys. I have not. I've into season 2 of Initial D, and I've never seen a starker change in like art style and animation between 2 seasons of an anime. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've heard it only gets better as well.
Oh, so it's a good change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I
No,
thought
I
you were
mean, you guys.
disenfranchised.
Yeah, like I showed you guys some of the CG in the first one.
Oh yeah.
It's not great, and this is still not great.
It's still
but
better
it's
than
sounds
like.
better.
Still better than Tokyo Drift at times. I said at times.
Limp Bisquick, 18 months. Happy podcast day, crew. Just want to give a shout out to Eric's awesome Mass Effect streams. Looking forward to Mass Effect 2 in the inevitable Scream stream boycott. Hashtag damn it, Aaron.
What?
It's not Aaron's fault.
I've been organizing a riot against you. No, I haven't. If you haven't checked out the Mass Effect streams, I mean, last night was fucking bonkers. At one point, like, just paused and was kind of freaking the fuck out on Scream, just because of how well written the story is. Not the gameplay, not its graphics, just like it made me feel, and I was pretty good.
Great. Hilding, 100 bits. Weekly loving.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hilding also resubscribed for 30 months. Man, oh man, 30 months is a pretty long time. Ha ha ha.
Pretty long. Thank you very much, Hilding.
Alex the Great resubscribed for 34 months.
Well, thank you, Alex.
Captain Fishlip, 25 months.
Thank you.
Tetsuo, 27 months.
Thank you,
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo.
Aaron A25, 36 months.
That's not.
Thank you.
Wasn't Me JB resubscribed for 4 months. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. We are.
Thank you.
you.
Hope you are doing well as well.
Anna, 26 months. Thank you, Anna.
Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In Ramirez, 100 bits. Hello from San Antonio, Texas, where it's so damn hot, all I want to do is jump into a portrait of ice and penguins. I can feel that.
Or water.
What famous painting would you want to jump into?
What famous painting?
Yeah.
Rick, some of the famous paintings are fucking scary.
Yeah.
Okay? Like Scream, Mona Lisa. What's she doing? Why's she there? What's she looking at?
You can find out.
I don't want to know if I want to know. She kind of happy, but is she really happy? I don't know what's going on there. Starry Night. Kind of cool. How weird would I look, though? It's a weird looking painting.
Some of those
You know, I'd be all dotted.
Renaissance paintings with those curvy Roman chicks.
Well, one of those ones was like just naked people. I just
Like-
be in a naked painting.
Like the aforementioned French girls.
Sure.
Happy Dame is resubscribed for 26 months. Hi, Blind Wave. How are you guys doing?
Very good. Thank
Doing
you.
good.
How are you?
Thank
We'll wait
you.
for your response.
T2 Sugars resubscribed for 23 months.
Thank you
Thank
very much.
Lord Vortex, 6 months.
Thank you.
Star Kitty resubscribed for 30 months.
Thank you, Carmen.
Thank
wee
you.
woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Light,
The thing she shared.
27 months.
Thank you, Light.
You are the protagonist, apparently.
I win.
Dip, 100 bits. I've been watching you guys since 2016, but this week a friend of mine pointed out something about Calvin I never noticed ever, and I was shocked. He pointed out that Calvin and Seth Rogen have the exact same laugh, and now I can't unhear it.
It's close. It's not exact, but there's moments where Calvin has had a laugh. Not his turkey laugh. But-
I can't even do that one.
I never noticed. I'll have to hear Seth Green laugh, I guess.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Seth
that's
Green
different.
has a much different laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't
Seth
Seth
Rogen?
Rogen's very like kind of thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Seth
Trying-
Rogen's the podcast guy?
Nope,
No.
that's Joe Rogan.
That-
Yeah. Seth Rogen.
We're just going in crazy circles.
He did the interview.
He's Pumbaa.
He's Pumbaa
In
in
the
Lion
live-action
King.
one.
This is the end.
Second
Super
Mary make a
bad.
porno.
Oh, okay. Got it. That guy.
Which one? Gotcha.
No, just his picture.
Oh,
He had to look up his face.
What movie do you know him from?
Pineapple Express
Pineapple Express.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
I've never seen that one.
is the first one that comes to mind. I've seen him in other stuff.
Gobble, Calvin, gobble.
Oh,
It's not November yet.
I'm not a trick.
Cody L, 32 months. Hey guys, glad to hear you had a good vacation. I'm happy to say that after 5 months of being unemployed since I left Kroger, finally found a new job, so I'm loving it so far. It's a profession I'd never considered before, pet cremation.
Pet cremation.
Well,
Okay.
Congratulations on finding a
I
job.
hope we
Yeah.
never ever need your services.
Yeah. And that's much safer than burying your pet.
And
I've seen the movies.
And Kroger.
Yeah.
So
And Kroger.
Also Kroger.
Helping people through difficult time in their life.
absolutely.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Happy Make Your Own Luck Day, Musical Yoga Day, National Burger Day in the UK,
Sweet.
National Cherry Popsicle Day, National Dog Day,
Ah.
Obi.
National Toilet Paper Day, National Web Mistress Day.
Web Mistress Day.
That is
Gotta get me
Like-
one of those.
like a webmaster.
No, I think
I'm
it's like
kidding.
a web waifu.
Is it?
The hell did you just say?
Well, Aaron's looking it up. He's doing our research.
Aims to recognize women in web development
Yeah,
and
okay.
celebrate their contributions
Yeah,
to the
you
field.
fucking
So it is like a
misogynist
webmaster.
Yes,
asshole.
it
There you
is.
go.
Okay.
Jeez, you guys.
Fucking patriarchy.
Gotta get
man.
me one of those and all this, whatever you
Hey,
guys
I didn't
doing.
say that.
Yeah, I heard you, Calvin.
I did not.
Thoughtful Thursday. The only one, I guess, of the year. Women's Equality Day. Happy 41st birthday to Chris Pine, and happy birthday to the late Mother Teresa.
Oh, Chris Pine, James Tiberius Kirk. Calvin, you were celebrating last week a little early.
Yeah.
Eric just meant we needed someone to work on our website. That's why we needed one of those.
Yeah,
that's what he was
desperately.
thinking. Right, Eric?
A couple of them.
Get a couple.
Couldn't hurt. Right, Aaron?
I guess.
That's what you said about Starry Night. Couldn't hurt.
Tori has resubscribed for 16 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tori.
Ms. Gracie resubscribed for 5 months. Wish they could do behind the scenes for The Bad Batch, basically interviewing D. Bradley Baker.
Pretty much, that's what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Would be
Yeah,
great.
It'd be great, though. I'd watch it.
I would 100% watch that.
Tattoo Mo resubscribed at Tier 2 for 26 months.
Thank you so much. Very generous. Tier 2.
Thank you.
Jibu, 17 months.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Captain Texas, 300 bits.
Thank you, Captain.
Texas.
Donkey King Kong's Dong, 100 bits.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tattoo Mo gifted 5 subs.
Mo. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Make sure if you were gifted a sub to thank your gifter.
Captain Texas, 100 bits. Have you guys made a decision on when you're going to watch Shang-Chi?
Not
I don't
really.
know.
I mean, I just don't want to go to a theater right now. Still, I mean, regardless of how safe it actually is, I just still feel like I don't want to go to a theater.
I never did.
I understand.
the only way
but
that
I
I would-
desperately want to see it as fast as I can.
I want to
No,
see
yeah.
that. I want to see Ghostbusters. I
Mhm.
want to see Spider-Man.
I feel the only way that I would feel fully comfortable is if we rented out the whole thing for one entire showing and like cleaned the
not
fuck
bad.
out of everything.
And clean the fuck out of everything.
It's a lot of money. We got to hire some people, but all right.
So we didn't like get our shoes stuck to the floor when we're walking out.
It's not even related to like, I'm going to get sick. It's just, I don't want it to go.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it. It's all encompassing.
But the alternative is that, well, I have to wait 40, 45 days, and I'm pretty good, I feel like, of avoiding spoilers, but that's a long time to
It
avoid,
is,
you know?
especially with how many memes and stuff I ingest.
Well, and just people just fucking DMing me on shit.
Yeah.
Block him.
I know, I really should.
Right. Tattoo Mo, 500 bits. Haven't been here much lately, but I support you guys all the way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Marina, Australia, 100 bits. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Then another 100 bits. Thank you.
Thank you times 2.
Kalania, gifted 5 subs.
Thank you for the gifted subs.
Thank you so much.
And Ryu Zakimic,
Mm-hmm.
hosted. It's a host.
Host,
Bill,
thank you so much.
thank you. Bill Lizard Gates cheered 95 bits.
Oh, thank you.
Bill
Lizard
Lizard Gates.
Is that his middle name? I didn't know that's what the L stood for.
And that's it.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys being here for the podcast. Sorry we're a little late. Tomorrow we're going to be back with our group stream where we're going to be starting up our Jack Sparrow adventures.
Uh-huh.
On the
Over-
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Captain!
I'm
Make sure you guys come
popping
back.
it up right now and getting my
That-
update going.
Look!
Starting that at 3 o'clock tomorrow until about 5 o'clock. So make sure you guys join in for that. It should be
Indeed.
a lot of fun. Excited. We haven't played that in a while. So
Jack Sparrow.
excited to do some Jack Sparrow, Pirates of the Caribbean stuff.
It's true.
Yes.
This is the tale.
All right, we'll see you guys then.
Captain
Goodbye.
Jack Sparrow.
I'm so brave on the 7th